What I mean by that, man, there was this energy.
Hey man,
Lions, man.
Hey, what up, homie?
I hope God is blessed
With
with a
a
little
little
physical energy. There was this energy.
Hey man,
Aggressive, dancing around,
and I'll be straight
with a
with you,
little
man.
physical dancing, man. This energy. What up, what up? It's Garage Gym, homie. And today, I'm reviewing Absolute. So I think it's Absolute, but it's also Absolute Supps MD. That's the site. Non-STIM, fat-free. Is it worth it? Before we get into this, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you. So click subscribe. And let's get into this, man. God bless all of you homies, man. I hope you're feeling amazing. God is so good, man. I just wanted to bring you back here to show you. This is my little setup back here, man. This is my place. I'm starting to come out here now to thank God. You can meditate, pray. Look at this. I got the outdoor. I got the hummingbird feeder. I got my ferret. Wind chimes, my sponsor got me. They have my, it's got Luther and When He Passed. Hear the wind and think of me. In your heart I'll always be. There's my ferret. Got some flowers out here. Beautiful. I'm so blessed, man, to have this out here on this deck. And so I wanted to just bring you back here. You know, when I was running the streets getting high, man, fiending for heroin and crystal meth, getting high was not the biggest shame, man. Like, that wasn't the worst part about it. I look back, man, and the fact that all of those years I had been guiding myself, not letting God guide me, missing a relationship with God. That was the biggest thing of all of it, man, that now I have God in my life. I can't ever picture guiding myself again, man. Back to, I was running through LA, running through addiction, just guiding myself. That's the scariest part, homie. Just that it was like me alone, me just guiding myself through life, man. Now God guides me. I let God guide me because I follow my heart. I try, man. It's noisy up here, but I try to get out of here and live in here, man. So if you're somebody like me and you didn't ever have a relationship with God, man, I'm telling you, it's the biggest gift I've ever received in my life, man. When I'm not thanking God, it's the same as stealing, homie. It's like I'm trying to take credit for things that I didn't do. So that's just something I'll leave you with. Now let's get down to business. See, we're monkeying around, homie. Let's get down to business. God bless the fine folks at Absolute. They shot me over a nice package with a plethora of their supplements. They have a nice looking sleep formula. Their stim fat burner I'm going to run. That boy looks dangerous, homie. We're going to talk about that. I got this non-stim hitter, and I don't usually run non-stim hitters. So that should, non-stim fat burners, I always steer away from. I've only reviewed a few of them. ASC Caliente I reviewed Alpha Lion Scorch, I reviewed a Beverly International one. I didn't even accept Apollon Nutrition Molotov, and I review pretty much every Apollon product. So that's going to tell you something, man. So let's talk about the label here. Supplement facts, man. So they're claiming full spectrum fat burner, appetite suppressor, using all natural ingredients and clinically tested, man. Nice. Giving us a fully disclosed label, man. God bless them. 5 capsule serving. And you got these capsules, man. None of that colored nonsense. They got just the clear hitters. And I like that. 5 capsules, homie. So that should tell you. This boy is loaded. Acetyl L-carnitine, 1 gram. So that gives you some fat-burning properties. Ashwagandha extract, 600 milligrams. I am very hit or miss with that ingredient. Sometimes it's like, doesn't affect me negatively, and sometimes it's like putting a blanket over the stims, man. Sometimes it kind of it lags with me, man. So sometimes it's hit or miss, man. This one we're going to talk about. Then you got L-carnitine tartrate, 400 milligrams, dandelion root extract, homie. I've always been saying it. I wish more fat burners use this ingredient. I'm very, very a big fan of this ingredient. It helps with holding on to excess water retention. It helps you. It's a diuretic property ingredient. Then you got no-stim, trademark name, 125 milligrams. Capsi Max, homie, some thermogenic, 100 milligrams. Teacrine, which is a nootropic, man. That gets you focused in, dialed in, thinking about the weights, forgetting about your Tinder dates. Homie, women don't like you. Sun left swipes on you all day, man. Because you're guiding yourself through life, homie. That's weak. Strong men have faith, man. Men of courage have faith. Weak men shy away from faith, man. No. So, anyway, man, teacrine's a nice, that's a nootropic ingredient. Gives you some focus. Then dynamine, 100 milligrams. So that's like, that's a cool ingredient. It's supposedly it gives some energy. Not in a stimulant, not like in a stimulant way, but it does give some energy. I'm not too familiar with how it works, but a lot of people like dynamine, man. That's a trademark name. White willow bark, 100 milligrams. Olive leaf extract, 55 milligrams. Grains of paradise, man, 50 milligrams. That's a nice thermogenic. And bioprene, which is black pepper, 5 milligrams to absorb these ingredients, man. So this boy is loaded. So they're giving you fat burning properties, some ashwagandha to help with anti-cortisol. You know, it helps lower cortisol so you're not stressed out, man. Thermogenics, some energy, and what do you call it? And some nootropics, man. So look. This is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say about this, man. I've taken the hitters. I've come down to the dance floor, man. I've used this for cardio. And really nice experience, man. I decided to review it. I was like, man, first of all, I love that there's no... The reason I really like this non-stim fat burner, it's probably the best non-stim fat burner I've ever used. There's no GBB, man. Every other non-stim fat burner I've used, they load up with like 50 milligrams of GBB. And what happens is I take the fat burner, they like load up the GBB to make sure you feel it. That's what I think they're doing. And I'll take the fat burner and then I'll do my cardio. And I got to go to work, homie. Like, I got stuff to do, man. I know I took a little ashwagandha, man, but I ain't one of you beta male hippies, homie. I got a dang job. And I get fresh, get in my clothes, and I'm still sweating my nuts off. With Grains of Paradise and Capsi Max and stuff, I get the thermogenic benefits, hopefully. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But I don't have that negative effect where it just hangs with me and I'm just sweating uncomfortably through my socks and stuff at work. That I don't like that. So this doesn't have any GBB. So look, man, I took the pills. I came down. Dude, I'm telling you, 7 minutes, homie, after ingesting this thing, I felt my chest like on fire, like heated up in a good way. Like I'm like almost scared because I'm thinking if this is only 7 minutes, man, what's going to happen when it fully absorbs in 20 or whatever. But it didn't get much worse. It was, I liked it, man. I was like, man, this is a nice kind of heated internal, there was like an internal heat that started from my throat down to my chest 7 minutes after ingesting it. I don't know if that's the Capsi Max, the Grains of Paradise. I don't know which thermogenic does that. Maybe it's both of them. Definitely gives you a heated up feeling. I started doing cardio, man. And I just felt good doing cardio, man. I started to sweat really good. I started to feel like I had an alertness, an awake feeling. I mean, I wasn't stimmed up, but at the same time, I didn't feel like I was missing any stim. So I just want to say this real quick. Like, I wouldn't take this unless I'm doing cardio. Like, the way I would take this is if I'm doing cardio, and I just kind of don't want to have stims. There's a few ways I take this. Number one, for me, the best way to take this is after the weekend cheat meals because I love this has clear diuretic properties. You're going to be peeing a lot. This is going to help you let go of excess water retention. Number two, for a non-stim fat burner, it raised my heart rate, not because of stimulants, but because when I'm sweating more, when I have more, my body's working harder, and I could tell my heart rate's lifted. So normally, like, if I'm on a certain speed on the steer mill, and I'm at, like, my heart rate's at, like, 135, I was at, like, 148 with this. It got up to, like, 148, where normally non-stim on that same speed, I'd be at, like, 135 or whatever, 136, because I could tell I was sweating more, so my body was working harder. As soon as I stopped the cardio, the excess sweating stopped. So that's very nice, man. So it's like a really nice non-stim fat burner for cardio. I felt like, I don't want to say like crazy focused, but I definitely felt more alert and awake. There's no like mood elevation. There's no euphoria. It's not like that. It's not a drug addict product. It's just like a nice pre-workout for cardio, and you don't need to take any stims, with a very apparent thermogenic effect. Sometimes Grains of Paradise and Capsy Max and stuff like that, like, I don't really feel it. A lot of times GBB is the only one I feel, but I don't like the negative. Like, anything more than 25 milligrams of GBB for me is too much. But with this one, man, I actually felt the thermogenics with this one, which is pretty rare. And I really liked it, man. So nice diuretic properties. Really like the dandelion root, whatever else is in here. A nice awake alert feeling. Maybe there's something to that teacrine or whatever. It's hard for me to point out single ingredients, but, you know, the synergy of this was really nice. It was really nice for cardio, man. Like, if you can't muster up enough heart to do some, like, 35, 40 minutes of cardio, man, non-stim, I mean, this will definitely hold you. And I did not feel like at any point, stims are nice, man, but they're more for the head than the body. I didn't feel like I was missing stims at all, man. So this is probably my favorite non-stim fat burner, man, that I've reviewed, just because I like there's no GBB. I like the diuretic properties. I just thought it was a nice experience, man. Like, I think it came together nicely. Very few non-stim fat burners you can actually feel. Does it actually burn fat? No, homie. This ain't gonna burn fat. And it also didn't suppress my appetite. They claim appetite suppressor. It didn't do that for me at all. I just to give it to you straight, man, I had no appetite suppression from this. No negative side effects. A nice alert feeling. Didn't miss any stims. I'm not taking any stims today. It was just a good way to just have something to hold you. You know, like when you like taking something, you're like, man, I got something like in me that's working with the nootropics and all that, and it'll hold you so you're not missing your stims, man. So you could cycle off stims for a day or two. You know, it's not gonna kill you, homie. Practice a little dang restriction in your life, man. That's what meditation's for, man, and prayer, to help get you through it for your hunger, man. So really nice product right here. If I'm going for any non-stim fat burner at this point, it's going to be this one, man. I think I could keep this in my regimen. I would take, you could even stack this with some pre-workout or whatever, man, just to give you a little extra. If you want to just throw like some extra fat burning properties on a pre-workout, that would be nice too. So don't rely on this to burn fat, man. Always have your diet in order and all that. But to me, water retention and stuff from sodium bloat from the cheat meals and stuff, that's my biggest enemy. So this will definitely help you get some of that excess water retention. It's not the fat and the carbs when I have a cheat meal, it's the water retention. So on like a Sunday, when I've had like a big meal like a maniaco, this would be great to grab on a Monday where I'm like, man, I want to get tight again, get some of that bloat out. This would be it right here. Really like it, man. That dandelion is a hitter ingredient. So God bless all you, man. Together, let's get this dang muscle. I'm out.